Let us now go to the environmental factors. The focal point is the quest for sustainability of the product and service. Hence, product and service design must take this into consideration. Key aspects include cradle to grave assessment, end of life programs, reduction of costs and materials used, reuse of parts of returned products, and recycling. Cradle to grave assessment. This is the assessment of the environmental impact of a product or service throughout its useful life, focusing on such factors as global warming, oxygen depletion, and solid waste generation. The goal of cradle to grave assessment is to choose products and services that have the least environmental impact while still taking into account economic considerations. End of life programs. End of life programs deal with the products that have reached the end of their useful lives. The particular concerns of the end of life depend on the product in question and whether the perspective is that of the manufacturer or the user. For the manufacturer, end of life concerns involve not only discontinuing production but also continuing to address the market needs that the product addresses, which might lead to the development of a new product. For the business using the product, end of life concerns include disposing of the existing product responsibly, transitioning to a different product, and ensuring that the disruption will be minimal. The purpose of these programs is to reduce the dumping of products, particularly electronic equipment, in landfills or third world countries, as has been the common practice, or incineration, which converts materials into hazardous air and water emissions and generates toxic ash. The next is the three R's: reduce, recycle, and reuse. Reduce or value analysis. Value analysis refers to an examination of the function of parts and materials in an effort to reduce the cost and or improve the performance of a product. Typical questions that would be asked as part of the analysis include: could a cheaper part or material be used? Is a function necessary? Can the function of two or more parts or components be performed by a single part for lower cost? Recycling. Recycling or remanufacturing. Remanufacturing refers to refurbishing used products by replacing worn out or defective components and reselling the products. This can be done by the original manufacturer or another company. Among the products that have remanufactured components are automobiles, printers, copiers, cameras, computers, and telephones. Next is reuse or designed for recycling. Recycling means recovering materials for future use. This applies not only to manufactured parts but also to materials used during production, such as lubricants and solvents. Reclaimed metal or plastic parts may be melted down and used to make different products. For this purpose, companies have come up with two designs: the design for recycling and the design for disassemble. The design for recycling is a design that facilitates the recovery of materials and components in used products for reuse, and the design for disassembly is a design so that used products can be easily taken apart.